Hello students of Standard 4. Today I have come up with a poem. The title of the poem is The Tease. This poem was written by Lillian Holmes, who migrated to New Zealand. Now let me start by reading the poem for you. The Tease. You are a nuisance, I declare. You tease me so it isn't fair. You pounce on me from everywhere and seize my hat and clutch my hair and tie the clothes in knots and tear the leaves and blossom from the pear. I wish that I could set a snare to catch you, but I wouldn't dare. For though you tease me, I declare, O wind, if you were never there, I don't think I could manage quite to sail my boat or fly my kite. Now let me begin with the explanation. The tease. Now here the poet is trying to tell us, mainly he's talking about the wind and how the wind teases us. So he says, the poetess says, you are a nuisance, I declare. That means the child who's talking about the wind says that the wind is troublesome. A nuisance is troublesome. So she's saying, I declare. I make a statement, a final statement saying that you are troublesome. So the wind troubles you, yes? So the child is saying, you're troubling me too much. You tease me, so it isn't fair. The child is telling the wind that every time you trouble me. And how does the wind trouble the child? You pounce on me from everywhere. You pounce on me from everywhere means the wind suddenly from nowhere or from somewhere it comes and blows towards the child. So it comes from everywhere. You want to know from exactly where the wind is blowing? From one side it starts blowing, then it starts blowing from the other side. And what happens when it blows? And seize my hat and clutch my hair. So it means to say, the child says, I'll be dressed up so well, I'll be having my hat on, and I'll be having a nice lovely hairstyle on. You just come and seize my hat. Seize my hat, you just take away my hat. You pull away my hat from my head and you catch hold of my hair and start making it fly in the direction that you are blowing. And tie my clothes in knots. You'll find the clothes are just, when the wind blows, you'll find your clothes flying in different directions. So it means to say that you tie my clothes in knots and tear the leaves and blossom from the pear. So she says, when the wind blows, it tears the leaves, it makes the leaves leave the tree and fall down. It shakes the leaves so much that leaves fall down from the tree and blossoms from the pear. So he said, whenever there are fruits on the trees and flowers on the trees, even those actually shake and fall away down. I wish that I could set a snare. I wish that I could set a snare means I wish I could set a trap for you. I wish I could catch hold of you and tie you up so that you don't trouble me. To catch you, but I wouldn't dare. I wish I could set a trap in such a way that I could catch the wind and put it together inside in one place. But then the child says, but I think I wouldn't dare such a thing. I wouldn't try troubling you. I wouldn't ever try to take and put you into a box or gather you up and close you up into a particular place. For though you tease me, I declare. So he said, even though you tease me, I can tell you very frankly, O wind, if you were never there. So he says, maybe he's talking to the wind and saying, I'll tell you guarantee, if you were not there, I don't think I could manage quite to sail my boat or fly my kite. So the child is saying, if the wind weren't there or wasn't there, maybe I would not be able to manage sail with my boat. That means sailing with my boat. You know, when you go on the boat, which side the wind blows, the sail will be put open and then it carries the boat in the direction the wind blows. Or even when you're flying a kite, it is the wind that takes the kite higher and higher. So the child is telling that in spite of fire, in spite of troubling me, taking my hat, blowing onto me, tearing my clothes, taking down the leaves, still you are useful to me, because without you, I wouldn't be able to travel on the sea or in the boat or even to fly my kite. The main reason why the poet has written this poem is, she means to say that she's relating this wind to life. She says that in life we all decide, early morning we get up and decide that these are the things that I will do today. That very often what happens is, somehow you deviate from the aim or the plan that you have made, and then towards the end of the day you realize that you have not succeeded. But sometimes it is when you are strong enough or when you are dedicated, that when you make a decision, you really reach and fulfill that aim in life. That is what the poet is trying to bring about in this poem, The Tease. I will sing the poem for you and you have to learn this by heart. Thank you. These are some of the difficult words. Go through the words and go through the meanings of the words and learn them by heart. The Tease by Lillian Holmes. Let me sing the song for you. You are a nuisance, I declare. You tease me so it isn't fair. You pounce on me from everywhere and seize my hat and clutch my hair and tie my clothes in knots and tear the leaves and blossoms from the pear. I wish that I could set a snare to catch you, but I wouldn't dare. For though you tease me, I declare, oh wind, if you were never there, I don't think I could manage quite to sail my boat or fly my kite.